Hello, 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 hello. This is Dirty Trucking at home. Um, you know, trucking is about making money. And as a driver, a truck driver, you in the business to make money. You not in it just to haul the loads. You not in it to be hooking the trailers. You not in it to be sitting around waiting. But that's part of the industry. But you're not in trucking for that. I don't think you can find any, I don't think you can pick any driver, any truck driver, and ask them why are they in the business. And I don't think anything will come out their mouth say they in it just to haul freight. You just want to run the highway. You ain't in it for the money. I don't think you gonna hear that. I'm in it for the money. I'm in it because I love trucking. I love you hear me? When I say I love being on a semi. I mean, I love it. When I get in a semi, whether it's be mine that I'm leasing or one I'm driving, a company truck, if I'm driving in lengthy time, I bond with that truck. And if you're a good driver, you bond with your truck. You paid attention to how your truck sound. You know the different sounds when something wrong. You know what your truck does. Shifting, pulling, bagging, hooking, moving. You know your truck. I'm in trucking because I love them goddamn trucks. I think it was the greatest invention outside of the fucking automobile. I love the truck. That's why I was so pissed that they sabotaged my trucking business when I was leasing, to where I never paid off any one of the trucks I leased. Got a shitload of money out of me leasing and never end up owning a truck. My last attempt was with U.S. Express, and them bastards set me up to terminate me and took my truck. They was the last good attempt to own a truck. I went to another company after that, 2 others. Worthless. Wasn't even worth my time. But that truck at U.S. Express, I wanted to buy that motherfucker. Wanted to pay it off. Wanted that motherfucker to be mine. And it would have been mine had they done this shit. I could have a paid-for truck right now, here signed on where I'm working at. Wouldn't be driving nobody else's truck. This is what they do when they set you up, when they want to interfere with what you're trying to do, when they want to get involved with what you're trying to do, when they want to put a stop to what you're trying to do. And that's what they did. All them trucks I had. And the lease payment is weekly. All that money I paid into a fucking lease and don't own a truck. I could have just went to one of these companies where you just rent the truck. Fuck leasing. I was leasing to buy the motherfucker. When I lost my Kenworth Big Daddy, that was my baby. When I lost that motherfucking truck, when they sabotaged that truck with that goddamn death shit, I was fucking pissed. All that money I poured in that truck. And I'm telling you, I cried in the back of that truck when I had to clean it out, and I was done with it. I was tired of putting money in it. But the same issue. The dealerships was bleeding me for money. I cried when I lost that truck. It was from Quality Leasing. That truck called me when they rolled that motherfucker out there in their yard. I remember the day I got that motherfucker. Went down to Indianapolis, Indiana. True story, was on that yard. It wasn't even out there yet. I happened to see a white Kenworth T680 sitting out there. Got on it, looked at it. That was a nice truck. I've seen them trucks before, but I really wasn't particular about it. But I got on that one. When I asked about it, found out it was already sold to somebody. So I ended up picking up something else. I had a white, I believe it was International. Loaded, had a fridge. It was a nice truck. Decent. I was finna go with that truck. I was asking them down there, when you gonna get him more Kenworth? It wasn't gonna be that day. So my best bet, because I was trying to get started, gonna take what I had. And while I was standing there talking to the people at Quality, they rolled that black jet bad motherfucker out on that yard. And when they came through the gate, and I'm telling you, it's like that truck called me to get it. I stopped talking to the guy I was talking to and stood right there in the aisle like that motherfucker was coming right at me. And I pointed at that truck and I said, I want that truck. He said, now wait a minute, you just can't get the truck. I got to see if it's available for lease. He looked it up. It was available for lease. Then as I was walking to it to go test drive it, two guys stand out there in front of the truck they picked. Hey, baby girl, that ain't the kind of shift pattern you talking about. That's that new ultra shift. That ain't that kind of shift pattern you think. So what they talking about? I get in there, look at the shifter. It's something different. So I sat there in that truck, Googled the shift pattern, seen how they was shifting it, took it out, test drove it, came back, told them to give me that motherfucker. I was at U.S. Express 2 years with that truck. Would have been there longer if that hadn't happened. That sabotage with that death shit. That was a bad motherfucker. Big Daddy. That was a bad motherfucker. Beast on the highway. And I missed that motherfucker. I'm pissed them dealerships got all that money off me and never got that motherfucker fixed. Jet black, pretty. I've been through hell with that truck. Somebody hit my truck and they had to get it repaired. They sabotaged that truck. Big Daddy, that was my truck. Jet black T680, 2013, fucking loaded. Bad motherfucker. No, I think that was 2013. I forgot the year. Bad motherfucker. It was. Black, jet black. Pretty motherfucker. Come out the blue beacon, that motherfucker be shining. Pretty motherfucker when I used to walk to it at the lot. And the truck stops. Pretty motherfucker. And they sabotage it. I ain't in the business just to haul freight. I'm in the business for the money off the freight. And when you don't have freight, somebody like me, I'm used to working every day. And my love for being on them semis, I love getting on them motherfuckers, cranking them up, just to hit that motherfucking engine. You ever just sit there and just listen to your motherfucking truck going down the highway? Just cut the fucking radio off, take your Bluetooth out, just sit there, let it run, listen to that motherfucker going down the highway. The strength of that motherfucking engine, pulling that shit. I love it. Greatest creation outside of the automobile was a fucking goddamn semi-truck. So you have to understand my passion of it. How I get pissed when I get on these jobs. You running a trucking company. I understand things get slow, but I don't understand slow to a point where I don't have no work, especially if I'm local. OTR, that's different. If your company, they kind of compensate you for not having no work or your downtime or something like that. But if you running independent, you don't get no money for that. Your truck ain't running, but you still got a note to pay. You ain't getting no money for sitting around. Now here I am. I work every day. I don't want to overwork myself, but I work every day. I'm getting to a point in my life in trucking where it's time for me to start getting the mindset of getting out of it, but I'm too good at it. I love driving the motherfucking trucks. I ain't perfect at everything. I still make some shifting mistakes out there, leaning on the shifter, can't get it in the right gear, gotta rev it up, get it in. I still do that shit. I ain't 100% perfect with the truck, but I'm a bad motherfucker driving that truck. My passion is semis. If I could get into the end, if I could turn back time and knew what I knew now, how not to get in debt, the proper way to run things if you want to be independent. If I could have gotten this back in the day, I'd have a truck. I would be a balling bitch right now in the industry. But right now, I don't want to say it's too late. It's never too late for anything. But I've tried too many times. And my attempts wasn't failures. It was just the people in the industry that was doing the sabotage. They called it failure. They wanted me to fail. They wanted me to be in debt. Lease purchase was designed for you to end up in debt. Point blank. More power to the ones who actually made it to pay their truck off. But the hell you had to go through to get to it. The money you had to pay out to get to that point. Leasing it and dealing with the loads and a company dispatching you on those. I don't own a truck. I've had several. Don't own that one. So you got to understand my passion. In trucking, I'm in it for the money. Or I'm going to haul your shit. If your freight is hooked to something I'm fucking driving, you best know you got top-notch professional driving hauling your shit to you or getting it from you to where you want it to go. If it's hooked to something I'm driving, if I'm driving that motherfucker, got top-notch here. Your freight getting the best treatment on the way to you or picking it up from you. If Dirty Trucking hauling it, that's what I do. My background is in bus driving. That's why I'm a stickler about being on time. That's why I like being on time. I'm trained. I like being on time. Because when you're not on time, it messes up your day. I like being on time. I like getting these customers their shit. I like picking it up, getting it to where they got to go. Because they trying to make money. And I'm trying to make money off them. That's the way they go. I'm in trucking for the money. I'm in trucking because I love it. I'm in trucking because I love them fucking semi-trucks. I'm telling you, if you cut my ass right now, I would bleed semi-trucks and highways and trailers, chassis, everything I fucking haul. I ain't been in it no 30 years, 50 years. The length of time I've been in it. I love it. I don't love the way they run these companies, how they do these drivers, what happens to the drivers. That part I don't like about the industry. But when it comes to the motherfucking trucks, a sleeper truck, running that highway, even a local daycare, but I prefer sleeper. Stick shift, my preference. Automatics, they all right. Them some bad beaches, them bad beasts too. But I love the motherfucking semi-trucks. Dirty Trucking want the money. Dirty Trucking had a vision for herself that was not fulfilled. It was stopped by deliberate sabotage. I should have been well off long before I even thought about getting in trucking. Due to what happened to me at Warren Truck. They put a stop to that because the motherfuckers didn't want to pay me the money that they know they owe me for what they did to me. I should be rich, but I ain't. But I'm running a highway. I ain't just on here looking pretty, making all these crazy videos. I got a lot of shit that's happening to me. It's not just in trucking. I got some unbelievable true shit fucking happening to me. You can get on here talking about I'm delusional, paranoid, all you want. I don't listen to that shit. You're the type of people that'll call somebody not to believe something is happening and then let it continue happening until something horrific happens. I don't listen to you. I'm trying to tell what's happening here, whether you believe it or not. I got some unbelievable shit that's been happening to me. That's outside of trucking. It's been happening to me for a long time. But when you watching my videos, you see my picture. I'm dirty all the time. I ain't afraid to get dirty in trucking. I get downright filthy dirty. I don't like it, but I will. But over the road, I come from luxury driving, clean. That's where I like to be. But I get filthy if I need to be. That's why my name Dirty Trucking. Because of the dirty shit that was done to me in the industry. The dirty shit I had to endure, dirty shit I get put through. But best believe, when you talking to me on here, you talking to a full-fledged, to the heart, trucker. This Dirty Trucking out. Peace out.